collectively we are the Urban Playground team, or the UPG team if you're on Facebook. I'm Alistair, I'm the company manager, one of the performers.
I'm Miranda, I'm the artistic director.
I'm Malik Diouf and I'm a founder of Parkour.
Wait a minute, so you're not James Bond?
Part-time. I'm Sasha, B-boy Sasha. I am a B-boy in the company and a performer of other dance styles.
Hi, my name's Kurt. I'm a trasser and a performer within the company.
No, very positive actually, really nice audience here. People that are prepared to sit down on the pavement for half an hour on a cold day and enjoy it and cheer along while we're doing it, then for that we are very grateful.
Yeah, when you see people smiling, you know you're doing a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not a lot of this in Aberdeen. I'm an Aberdeen lad myself, and there's not a lot of this. So, what's your opinion of like kind of out in the public theatre, free art for people just to kind of stop and see?
Well, we actually started as a theatre company indoors and actually realised that it's best to put work out on the streets, especially to attract young people and to sort of give a really positive identity to dance and theatre. So yeah, outside is perfect for us.
I think there's a particular group of people who for whatever reason grow up in a kind of a tradition of going to the theatre, and it's normal for them to go and see theatre, dance, whatever. But the vast majority of people these days, that's not their tradition. And if you want to encourage those people to engage with art at all, you have to take the work to them, which is why our set is mobile. It fits in the back of a van, we can go anywhere. Our next gig is in Bangkok, where we perform, then we get on a train to Chiang Mai, we perform again in Chiang Mai. The next gig after that, we're traveling across India. So literally, because we make work that can go anywhere, now we're being invited everywhere. Well, Malik is one of the creators of parkour, so for him 27 years. For Miranda and I, we've been working professionally as performers for 20 years now, this year, training and working professionally. Sasha, 15, 16 years?
16 years now, yeah.
And Kurt, about 7 weeks, but he's doing, no, I'm joking. No, like 4 years, and
I've been training for about coming up to 10 years soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you did a lot of work goes into this. What about this act itself? How long have you rehearsed that and got that perfected?
I think we had about 6 weeks.
Really?
To be honest, there's never enough time, and because we are a company that works outside, we always are in the cold.
Yeah.
So it's actually very difficult to rehearse because you get very tired very quickly and you're always cold. So that's our one mode.
You're at the edge of fatigue a lot when you're learning this kind of choreography.
Yeah.
And also the biggest part of the work is everyone being in the space at the same time. But it's like 6 weeks to make the show, and then we've been touring it since May, and we've kept polishing and polishing and polishing. With each performance there's a tweak, there's an adjustment. Sometimes we make a big change, sometimes it's very small, but it's still growing. We're still learning it.
I think most companies that make work know that when it premieres it's still not quite polished and quite finished because there's never enough resources. So it's when it gets on the road, that's when it starts to become more polished.
What you have working with an audience is the audience tell you what it is you've made.
Yeah.
We learn this show by listening to the audience reacting to the show.
Yeah.
This is why we always ask people to write to us, to Facebook, Twitter, whatever, give us comments, because we really listen to that, we take that on board, we really talk to people. Where we have, for example, after one of the first shows, we had a couple of little girls come up to Miranda and ask if in the First World War scene, if I was one of the ones that died, because they'd been looking at the First World War at school.
Yeah.
So it reminds you that you have this responsibility, especially when you're working with children and young people, but little children especially will believe what they see to be true. So you've got to make sure that you understand that responsibility, and we learn that by performing it.